Selena Gomez just dropped a cultural bombshell, and it's spicy, sweet, and game-changing. When Selena Gomez makes a move, the world pays attention. But this time? She didn't just break the internet, she redefined what it means to honor your heritage in the beauty industry. What started as a whisper on social media quickly exploded into a full-on celebration, as Selena announced a rare beauty collaboration that had everyone, from beauty influencers to abuelitas, completely losing their minds. Yes, you read that right, Rare Beauty x Tajín. And no, this isn't a joke, this isn't some gimmicky flavor-themed launch. This is a bold, intentional, deeply personal celebration of Mexican street culture wrapped in a sleek beauty product, and it just might change the industry forever. Before we even dive into the makeup, let's talk about Tajín. If you grew up Latino, especially in the US, Tajín isn't just seasoning. It's a way of life. Picture this, you're at a park on a sweltering summer afternoon. A fruit vendor pushes his cart over hot pavement, offering you a cold plastic cup filled with fresh mango, pineapple, watermelon, and jicama. He sprinkles that unmistakable blend of chili, lime, and salt over the top, and boom, a sensory explosion. It's tangy, spicy, and sweet all at once. Now imagine that flavor, that nostalgia, that entire cultural experience, as a lipstick. Let's be real, celebrity beauty collaborations aren't new. But they're often shallow. A slapped-on name, a few quick swatches, and maybe a themed launch party. Selena's Tajín collaboration is a masterclass in cultural storytelling. It's not about selling products, it's about reclaiming identity and showcasing the richness of Mexican street culture with reverence and pride. Every detail, from the pigments to the campaign visuals, screams authenticity. We're talking lip glosses named after street fruits. Blushes inspired by mango flesh and watermelon rind. Packaging that mirrors the bright, zesty aesthetic of Mexican mercados. But it's not just about how it looks or smells. It's about how it feels. Selena's identity has been under a microscope for years. As a Mexican-American born in Texas, she's often faced criticism from both sides, too American for Latinos, too Latina for Americans. Her Spanish has been mocked. Her heritage has been questioned. Her authenticity has been policed. But with this collaboration, Selena isn't explaining herself anymore. And in doing so, she's tapping into a shared experience so many bicultural Latinos understand, feeling in between cultures and using art, music, and now, makeup, to carve out your own space. The moment the campaign video dropped, it was clear, this wasn't your typical airbrushed ad. Instead, we saw Selena surrounded by actual fruit cart vendors, not actors, not props, real members of the community. The kind of people who are often overlooked, even though they've been keeping traditions alive for generations. She's not glamorizing them. She's honoring them. And that subtle but powerful difference? That's why this launch hits differently. It's not just makeup, it's storytelling in pigment form. Every product has a backstory rooted in the colors, textures, and experiences of Mexican street life. Mangonada Meltdown, a fiery coral blush with spicy undertones that mirror the iconic frozen treat. Pina Pop, a shimmering golden highlighter that captures the glow of sunlit pineapple slices. Chili Kiss, a deep red lip gloss with just the right amount of heat, both in tone and inspiration. Each item feels like a souvenir from your childhood, a sensory memory bottled into something wearable. Latino representation in mainstream beauty has often been, let's just say, less than inspiring. Either it's hyper-stereotyped or awkwardly tokenized. Brands rarely get it right because they often prioritize marketability over meaning. But Selena flipped the script. She's not asking permission to celebrate her heritage. She's doing it with depth, nuance, and integrity. And in doing so, she's opening a lane for others to do the same. It's not just about being seen, it's about being understood. This launch resonates deeply with a very specific group, second-generation immigrants who've grown up straddling cultures. The ones who get side-eyed at family parties for not speaking perfect Spanish but still crave tamales at Christmas. The ones who've had to explain their food at school lunch tables and defend their roots in both English and broken Spanish. This collection is a celebration of you. It says you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Your identity is valid. Your roots are rich. Your culture is beautiful and worthy of a spotlight. Rare Beauty x Tajín doesn't just serve the Latino community, it invites others in. With thoughtful educational content, behind-the-scenes vendor stories, and product cards explaining each item's inspiration, it opens up Mexican culture to a broader audience, without diluting or distorting it. This is not culture as costume. It's culture as curriculum. And guess what? People are eating it up, literally and figuratively. Let's talk numbers for a second. Tajín already has a cult following, but this collab opens them up to an entirely new demographic. Meanwhile, Rare Beauty reaches millions of beauty lovers worldwide who might not have ever experienced a fresh mango con chili. It's synergy, yes, but it's also strategy. And the genius here? The products aren't seasonal. They're not Halloween costumes for your face. They're designed to be everyday staples, wearable, vibrant, and deeply personal. Selena didn't just collaborate. She curated. What Selena and her team have done here could, and should, become the gold standard for celebrity collaborations. Here's why: authentic storytelling, community involvement, cultural education, aesthetic excellence, economic empowerment. No one's being used. No one's being caricatured. Everyone wins. And the best part? It feels real. No one's pretending Selena grew up selling fruit on a cart. But she's saying, this is part of my story too. These are the people, the flavors, the experiences that made me who I am. Let's celebrate that together. Could we see more flavors turned into blushes? More food-inspired palettes from Selena? Could she open doors for partnerships with other cultural icons like Goya, Cholula, or even Paletero brands? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Selena just raised the bar for cultural collaborations. She's shown that it's not only possible, but profitable, to honor heritage without exploitation. She didn't just make a product. The Rare Beauty x Tajín collection is a celebration of Mexican culture that goes beyond trend chasing. It speaks to identity, belonging, resilience, and the beauty of traditions passed down through generations. It's about taking something as seemingly simple as chili powder and lime, and showing the world how rich, layered, and delicious that story really is. So, next time you swipe on a lip gloss inspired by mango con Tajín, remember, you're not just putting on makeup. Want more juicy stories at the intersection of pop culture, identity, and beauty? Hit that subscribe button because trust, this kind of authentic tea is just getting started.